Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I made this awesome EDC tray using almost entirely one tool. And that tool is my Milwaukee trim router. So without wasting any more time, let's mill some wood. Now that we have the milling done, we're going to glue on this template. There's a link in the description for this if you want to download this yourself. And this is going to tell out what to hollow out and what not to, obviously. So the first thing you see me doing is I'm lining all of the sections out with a 3/4 inch cold bit. That gives us a nice transition into the middle of the section, which I'm going to hollow out later. With this entire project, I'm only using two different attachments for the router. One is the attachment that allows me to run along a straight edge, which is what you see me using here. The other is a large piece of acrylic that I drilled 4 holes in, and that replaces the stock piece of acrylic on the bottom of the router. It just gives me a really large flat surface to be able to hollow out the center of all of these sections. Okay, so now we're at the point in the video where I get to point out all the places I've already screwed up on this project. Like here, 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 and here. Moving on. If you're wondering how I plan to fix this, basically I just readjusted the guide and ran the perimeter of all the sections again. Obviously that cut down on the stock area in between the sections, but sometimes you have to pivot in the middle of a project, is what it is. Oh, what's that? That's a 1/8 inch dado, and I'm cutting that because that is where we're gonna wrap the cord through the tray. This bit is really small. It doesn't actually go all the way through the wood, so I go as deep as I can on all the sections, and then we're gonna drill holes in each corner. So I took my drill press and I drilled all the way through the piece in the end of each one of the dados. This allows me to see where everything is on the back side, so after I hollow out room in the back to place my cork and to place all of the rest of my string, I'm going to be able to see where I need to cut the dados. And here we are connecting the dots with the dados. So I'm just hollowing out the space in between the dados to take the string. The string's about a millimeter or so thick. Round off the corners. Round off the bottom. All right, it's string time. So this is 20-pound hemp cord. I started wrapping this by putting a loop in the middle that sort of acts as a knot, and I try to keep that knot lined up all the way down the center of each one of these panels. I found that to be actually incredibly difficult, and after I got halfway through doing this tray, I realized that it looked extremely sloppy and I didn't like it. So I switched. I switched to black. Reason being, after I ran through half of this tray, I didn't have enough of the natural color to finish, so black it was. It's not all a loss though, because I also switched up the weaving pattern, and instead of doing a knot in the center, which didn't look good, I did multiple wraps, more on the wider panels and fewer on the narrower panels, and it actually comes out giving it a weaved look, which ended up I liked, so there you go.